Hi, I'm Misek. I'm 27 years old in Los Angeles, California. I don't know why I'm talking like I'm in a slate, because I'm just used to it. But a little bit about me, I actually grew up in Sherman Oaks and also Oxnard Shores, so I had beach and valley life growing up, which was really nice. I come from a family of athletes. I've been playing basketball since I was just 2 years old. I'm currently a professional 3x3 basketball player. I play for Team Los Angeles on the FIBA 3x3 World Tour, so we go around every spring and summer. We play cities in the States, and then also we play in different tournaments in Europe and Asia, which is very, very fun because I still get to pursue my dream of being a professional athlete. I'm also a model, signed with 𝗖𝗹𝗹 Models. I signed with them back in 2017. Been able to have a solid career so far, and I really appreciate the clients I've been able to work with. I've worked with brands like Nike, Hugo Boss, Guess, Adidas. I've worked with Lucky Brand, Patagonia. I promise I'm not trying to flex on you. And then acting, I started acting through my modeling. I got into acting through modeling. I started commercial acting, and then started to get into TV and film acting in the past couple of years. And I've been really working hard and honing in and training my craft, if you will, with Brad for the past couple of years, and it's been really, really nice. I did have previous coaches in the past, but they weren't giving me as much and just taking me to the level that I need to get to as far as my acting career. So yeah, I decided to get into acting because it was something that came after modeling, and I was thinking about my modeling career and where it could take me, but also I just found this new love for acting, and I love making people feel things, and it makes me feel things. It makes me feel alive when I'm on an acting set and I'm working, and just I have this passion for storytelling and playing make-believe and diving into a character's thoughts, feelings, emotions, behaviors, and really bringing that to light. And as far as representation, I really want to represent for my culture and be on the screen to kind of inspire younger me's out there. And so that's a little bit of why I got into acting, and I've been really enjoying it so far, and I'm just excited to see where it can take me. I found out about Brad and the Heller approach through my acting manager, Mara Santino. She kind of just gave me this list of acting coaches in the area that she really recommended, and Brad was obviously at the top of the list. And so I did my due diligence. I started researching Brad and the Heller approach. I looked at their website, I watched their YouTube videos, was scrolling on their Instagram, and then I gave Brad a phone call. He called me right back. We had a nice phone conversation, and then immediately I think I audited a class that week, and then so I watched the class. I kind of got the vibe of the class and how they work, how Brad coaches, how the students interact with each other, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like I would fit in that class. I felt like it would help me as an actor, and so I started to jump in class the next week after that audit. So yeah, that's how I kind of got into the class. First of all, he just brings out the best in us. He brings out the best in each actor. He knows how to coach each actor. He has this balance of having fun, but also putting in some serious work. We always just have the best time in class. It's really good vibes all the time, which is just super thankful for actors everywhere, just to have a class where you can step into and be comfortable and have fun while doing it, and not have so much pressure while you're trying to act. Just a really nice environment, and a very welcoming environment to be in. So that's very nice. Another thing that makes Brad's class unique is they're on Zoom, and so for me that's really important to me because I'm constantly traveling, whether it's for a modeling job or a basketball tournament. I could be in Malaysia, I could be somewhere else in the States. Like, I can still hop in class on Zoom. I can bring my laptop to wherever I'm at, and I can hop in class, and I'm still working on my craft. I'm still studying, even though I'm super far away. So that's really convenient and really nice for me in my acting career right now. So yeah, I recently did a film called Above the Clouds, where I play a good friend of the lead. His name is Roger. He kind of brings in this comedic relief to the film. It's a supporting role, but I had an absolute blast filming it. Brad helped me a ton getting ready for that role, getting prepared for it. Right now it's going through the film festival route. We won Best Independent Film at a Hollywood Film Festival. It's been in a bunch of other film festivals, so now we're just trying to get it distributed. And as far as the prep for that role, I had a blast. I was admittedly, I was nervous for the role because it was one of my first movies, and I'd never tapped into that kind of a character before. And so Brad was just super helpful in that process of getting me ready for it. We worked on it in group training, we worked on my scenes in private training, and he just made me comfortable in that guy's shoes and his skin. And I remember after filming, I texted Brad right away. I was like, dude, I knocked it out of the park. Everyone loved it. The director was laughing, had a good time. I even improv a little bit, and he was just so proud of me. He texted me back right away. And so that was just a super fun moment to have. And then seeing it on the big screen brought my family to it, and that's the first time they saw me act, which was really cool and a surreal moment. So yeah, I was just super thankful to Brad for that prep, getting into that role and diving into that character. We worked really hard on it, and got super connected to the material. We flushed out everything, and I was just almost over prepared for that, so I could kind of just go in and play and have fun. So thankful for that just approach that helped in that process. I've learned quite a few tools from Brad and his class, so we can go through the list. Flushing out a scene. So when you're first getting your script, your dialogue, your sides, you're really just going through each line and each word and getting connected and figuring out what you're saying and what you're talking about and what your scene partner is saying, because if you're not connected, then you're not honest. And the second one is comedy is a science. So comedy is tough to play, and I think it's really helpful when you dissect it, and when you're going through. Brad has taught us how to go through and know when to pause and where the punchlines are, and once you really kind of break it down like that, it's easier to play. Another one is different circumstances. So it's me in a different circumstance. So I'm bringing my same unique self that I am on a day-to-day basis. I'm bringing myself to each character, and I'm just putting myself in their shoes in a different circumstance. Another one is he teaches us how to cold read, how to get ready for an audition where you don't quite know the lines or you're not off book, because sometimes we will be asked by casting directors to, like, hey, here's a script, go read this and go put yourself on tape or go audition for it right now. Like, you have no time to memorize, so you have to learn, and there's a specific technique to cold reading, and Brad has been super helpful in teaching us that. And then the last thing is reading, reacting, listening, and being honest with your scene partner. I think a big thing about acting is you have to react to your scene partner. You can't play up an emotion unless your scene partner is evoking that out of you. And so I think that's just a big part that we've learned from Brad too. So those are some of the specific tools. Maybe I'm dropping too much knowledge, I don't know. Brad's gonna put this in the testimonial, but yeah. Oh, one more specific tool that I'm adding in is to always put your character in a positive light. Brad has always taught us to do that. I think that's really helpful, because there were times when I would try to be negative about my character, and he'd be like, no, he needs to be positive. You need to put him in a positive light and let the audience decide. And so that has helped me through my scenes as well. Yes, you do get to work in every single class unless you decide to opt out and just watch the scenes. But usually you're gonna bring a scene to every class. You have your scene partner, and you're doing your scene, and then you're getting feedback on it, and then you're watching the other actors' scenes and seeing their feedback on their scenes. But yeah, Brad's really he really caters to our needs as actors and as human beings, because we have time constraints. We just have to let him know and communicate that, and he'll work around it, and which is great. So yeah, but basically you're working on your scene. It's scene study. You're working on your scene and you're watching other scenes, and you're learning a ton. I'm constantly taking notes throughout the whole class, so it's great. Yeah, interestingly enough, I do think that my acting skills have helped my modeling career quite a bit. I think just the sheer confidence standpoint, I think it's provided me more confidence when I'm on a modeling job. I think it's helped me just be able to stay present, be able to listen and react, and just be in the moment with whoever I'm talking to, whoever I'm hanging out with. And I think it's given me the opportunity to tap into different emotions while I'm modeling. And so my pictures aren't just blank face. I'm actually looking with a purpose now. So yeah, I think it's definitely helped my modeling career quite a bit.